Today's presentation is entitled Dietitian Cleanse. My name is Jenny Tackett, and I'm a registered dietitian with Rock Valley Health. When you hear the word cleanse, you may be thinking about a product or some kind of radical liquid diet to cleanse your system, but you'll see that this is quite different. And the point of the Dietitian Cleanse is to really cleanse your environment. Setting up your environment to be healthy is so key to healthy living. They found that people who are able to live healthy and maintain a healthy body weight don't have more willpower than someone who is unable to do so, but they really set their environment up to succeed. I want you to always remember that anything you buy at the grocery store, you're giving yourself permission to eat. So making good choices in the grocery store is so important so that you can make good choices the rest of the week at home. And making your home a healthy eating haven is really key in order to make healthy choices throughout the week. So this cleanse has some simple steps, and we're going to go through each step starting in your pantry. So the first step is to go through your pantry. Throw away any unhealthy foods that you find that have kind of built up in your pantry. And I think that really healthy eating is a journey. And throughout that journey, there are unhealthy foods that will kind of creep into our lives, maybe into our pantry, our workstation. So tossing out things like potato chips, cookies, candies left over from the holidays, or any other foods that will tempt you. This does sound wasteful, but keeping those foods on hand just create a constant temptation and can result in extra pounds building up. The next step is to go to your refrigerator. And cleaning your refrigerator is probably not your favorite task, but this is a really good excuse to do so. So throwing away those junk foods that have built up, ice cream, soda pop, leftover pizza, leftover cake if you've had a birthday or another kind of celebration. And what this does is give you a lot of space for healthy foods. And of course, you have a clean refrigerator. And so cleaning that out can really be a cleansing process. Step 3 is to clean up your grocery list. So making sure to take the time to make a grocery list. And your grocery list should really be plant-based with lots of fruits, vegetables, whole grains, beans, nuts, seeds. And then for animal products, if you eat meats, making sure to take time to find lean meats such as chicken breast, turkey breast, pork loin or tenderloin, lean cuts of beef such as tenderloin, 90 to 97% lean ground beef. When you pick out dairy products, making sure that you pick out the low-fat or the fat-free milk, yogurt, cheeses, as well. And so taking that time to make healthier choices in the grocery store and making your grocery list based on a list of healthy meals for the week. So it really does require planning in order to eat healthy. I always look at my schedule, any evening activities that I may have, and if I have a particularly busy evening, I may make a meal on the weekend for that evening. I may start a crock pot meal in the morning, or I may just have a really simple meal, such as a salad with lots of good lean protein choices, such as beans or chicken breast, maybe some fruit for a side, but making that menu so that you will succeed. If you have some meal that takes an hour to make, planned on an evening when you don't get home until late, or you have to leave immediately for an event, that meal will not get made, and it can result in waste as far as those ingredients that you're purchasing. So really thinking ahead for the week, evenings where you have a little more time, you could try some new recipes or do some things that take a little bit longer. But what happens when we don't plan ahead for those busy evenings is that a lot of times you end up going through the drive-through, ordering pizza, or just ending up so famished that by the time you get home, your tendency is to grab things that you shouldn't. So I always post a menu of dinners on the refrigerator so that I know what we're preparing each night throughout the week. And for particularly busy weeks, my husband and I will cook on Sunday. and set aside some time to make some meals that we can then just heat up during the week. And as the colder weather comes, soups and crock pot meals can be excellent options for those busier evenings. Now, stocking your refrigerator with healthy foods is really important so that when you open up that refrigerator, you see a lot of healthy options that are ready to eat. I think one of the temptations as far as eating chips, crackers, cookies, is that they're very easy. You just open up the box or bag and grab one. So you need to make eating fruits and vegetables just as easy. You can see in this picture that there are chopped up vegetables in containers right at the front of the refrigerator. So what I do is set aside time after I get groceries when all the fruits and vegetables are already out to go ahead and cut those up. And I also will use baggies. I do a blend of different fruits such as berries, grapes, citrus fruits, and prepare those and put them in baggies, which makes it really easy for me, my husband, my teenage children just to grab fruit, put in their lunch, or even grab as they're headed off to practice for different sports or headed off for an event in the evening. Keeping a fruit bowl on the table also encourages people to grab pieces of fruit, but they have found that cut-up fruits are even more enticing and appealing to people because they're just ready to eat. And you can cut up vegetables as well. You can see cut up cucumbers and carrots and peppers and celery in this picture. It takes a little bit of time, but if you'll do it right when you're getting groceries, then your refrigerator will be set up to grab those healthy items. And then the last step is cleansing your days and evenings of television and a lot of the sedentary activities that are very easy to do. So trying to be more active. Netflix and Hulu have made it really easy for people to watch episode after episode of different programming, but that's made people a lot more sedentary in the evening. So going places, whether it's the YMCA or other local gyms, to go swimming, to play basketball, to actually go do a workout. When it's colder, bundling up and going for a hike, or in the nice weather, going ahead and going outside, taking your dogs for a walk around the neighborhood. In the winter, going and playing in the snow, but finding ways to be more active in the evening and kind of limiting that screen time for both adults and children after work and school. All right, so just 5 simple steps. And this cleanse is something that I have to do throughout the year because, like I said, those unhealthy foods can sneak in. Those habits of watching television in the evening can also sneak into your life. And so sometimes you have to remind yourself to go through these steps to set yourself up for eating healthy and exercise. And without the unhealthy foods tempting you and a lot of healthy foods there ready for fuel, it's really much easier then to fuel yourself in a healthy way and to include those activities in your schedule. So the Dietitian Cleanse, I encourage you to start it today. And this just talks about how nothing is stronger than a habit. So people talk a lot about lack of willpower or self-control, but really it's those habits, those making a list of meals and posting it on your refrigerator, cleaning out unhealthy foods, not purchasing tempting foods, and then getting in the habit of taking a walk after dinner. Those kind of habits that you build can become the base of a healthy lifestyle. So I'm going to end with just a couple questions. So the first question from the Dietitian Cleanse, what foods should you include on your grocery list for healthy eating? If you can just write down a few foods that maybe I talked about that you need to include or that you already do include in your grocery list on a regular basis. And then the second question, what can you do after grocery shopping to encourage intake of fruits and vegetables throughout the week? So what's something that you can do that can be a new habit to encourage you to eat more fruits and vegetables throughout the week? All right. Well, that concludes Dietitian Cleanse. Thank you very much.